Hello, this is David Jenkins, the Plata Town Council member from Ward 4. I will be your host for this podcast, providing updates about the La Plata Town Council meetings, issues we discuss, and those issues affecting you as residents, and other related activities and issues. You can also follow me on my Facebook page, D. Jenkins, LP, Town Council, Ward 4. Please note the Town Council has work sessions each month on the second and third Tuesday, with our business meeting on the fourth Tuesday. All meetings start at 6 p.m. using the Microsoft Teams platform. Meeting agendas can be accessed through our town website, and all meetings are recorded. So now let's get started with our latest update. Hi, and welcome again to this latest episode of La Plata Ward 4 Update Podcast. This is David Jenkins, La Plata Town Council member from Ward 4, and your host for this podcast, and my companion La Plata Ward 4 video update on YouTube. I have talked about fiscal impacts from development in previous episodes of both my podcast and my video. On my podcast, there was an October 22nd, 2023 podcast entitled The Need for Fiscal Analysis. And on my La Plata Ward 4 video update, there was a video about Fiscal Impact Analysis Examples, which was posted in February of 2023. I wanted to talk about this again, given the ongoing development of Pinegrove, which includes two commercial office development areas, both located on the north side of Roswick Road. One site is 22 acres, Parcel P, and proposes right now mini warehouse and 330 dwelling units, and the warehouses could be anywhere up to as high as 225,000 square feet. The specific uses has not been designated as of yet. The other parcel, entitled Parcel Q, is 82 acres in size and is proposing, or at least could hold, 640,000 square feet of retail office space, and also includes 400 to 600 dwelling units, probably townhouses and apartments. So given this potential commercial office development and retail development, this is an opportunity to diversify our tax base, to reduce our dependency on strictly residential growth for needed tax revenues. Now, this is a goal from our 2022 Town Strategic Plan, which states specifically, and I quote, strategically grow the geographic, property, and economic tax base with a balance of residential, commercial, and industrial growth. Further, this is further recognized in our 2020 Town Comprehensive Plan, and specifically the municipal growth element. And let me quote and read from the following discussion about growth areas and fiscal analysis and diversifying our tax base. And let me quote, the town faces a difficult balance between the desire for growth and providing the public infrastructure and services to support that growth. Let me further quote, the town tax base is largely residential, which raises questions about the town's ability to provide the expected level of municipal services as residential growth occurs. A growing body of empirical evidence shows that while commercial industrial development can indeed improve the financial well-being of a local government, residential development worsens it. While residential development brings with it new taxes and fee revenues, it also brings demands for local government services, which often exceeds the revenue generated by these new houses. Ensuring that municipal growth yields diverse land use patterns will be a critical evaluation point when considering potential growth areas. End of quote. So essentially what this is saying is that residential development does not cover or pay for the cost of services they demand, while industrial, commercial, and office development generates enough tax revenues to pay for the services they need and demand. I would also note there is a need or a goal of fiscal sustainability, again, a goal in our 2022 strategic plan, which states, and I quote, ensure funds are available for providing quality services in an equitable manner, and our infrastructure is maintained now and in the future by prioritizing long-term financial sustainability over short-term tasks. So again, this is the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention. It is important to understand fiscal sustainability and the need to diversify our tax base. I'll give you another example of what is meant by fiscal sustainability. In fact, the city of Fate, Texas, F-A-T-E, Fate, Texas, has a policy in their comprehensive plan which states the following. But what does fiscal sustainability mean? For them, or for us, it means that over a long-term period, the city of Fate, Texas will be able to cover its cost obligations and provide high service quality for its residents without major increases in property tax rate, high levels of debt through bond issuances, and the falling off of city facilities due to a lack of maintenance staff or resources. To maintain fiscal sustainability, it is therefore critical that we evaluate new development proposals not only against our adopted or their adopted development regulation and construction standards, but also in relation to the fiscal productivity of the project. Let me further quote, fiscal productivity is the amount of private wealth created on any specific land area of the city, in this case, Fate, Texas. Productivity is measured in value per acre terms, to be fair, when compared to parcels of different sizes. As we evaluate productivity of a project, which includes the productivity of a product, which includes tax revenues to the city, in their fiscal analysis spreadsheet, they estimate the ongoing maintenance costs and the future development replacement costs of infrastructure servicing that development, and the annual general service costs for this project, which are all costs of obligations to that particular city, in this case, Fate, Texas. So again, this gives a better definition of what we mean, or what I mean, by fiscal sustainability. Now, this also is a major reason why I proposed a fiscal impact analysis of land uses now and in the future in our current fiscal 24 budget. This was accepted, and now the town staff is developing a request for proposals, or an RFP, to hire a consulting firm to conduct this study. So we have a better understanding of our land use patterns and what they mean for town finances now and in the future. So again, diversifying our tax bases, not only does that, it helps with tax revenues, but it helps create local jobs, reducing out commuting, and these are basic tenets of what we would call smart growth. Now, this new commercial office development also provides growth opportunities for our existing local businesses to support our growing population, while attracting new businesses to, again, support our existing and future population. This also, I believe, is an opportunity or a time for the town to initiate an economic development function office to help existing businesses while attracting new ones to the town. And further, perhaps the town can obtain full Main Street designation as part of a town economic development function or department. We are currently only an affiliate member. This is another goal from the town's strategic plan. And again, let me quote, define a role and structure of economic development to encourage commercial activity and provide funding for economic development. So I believe it's time for the town to really consider that as the town continues to grow. So in conclusion, let me add one other thing. So my ask at this podcast is that I ask you to attend and follow the preparation of our upcoming fiscal 2025 budget. This begins at our January 30th, 2024 Town Council meeting, where we will have a work session to begin planning for our new budget. At that particular meeting, each department will be providing a brief overview of their current budget situation, their challenges and needs for the future year. This will then begin to start the basis to prepare our new budget for the next year. There will be subsequent town budget work sessions, and all culminating in 2 public hearings, probably in May or June, in order to so our new budget can be in place by July 1st, 2024, when our new fiscal 2025 fiscal year starts. I will post the budget review calendar both on my website, my Facebook page, as well as the notes from this podcast. So thanks again for listening to this podcast. As always, please forward your comments and questions to me at djenkins@townoflaplata.org. Thanks again. This concludes the latest La Plata Town Council Ward 4 update. I hope you find this podcast informative and useful. So let me know what you think. I look forward to speaking to you again and listening to your questions and concerns. To reach me, my email address is djenkins@townoflaplata.org, or my cell phone number is 301-263-3471. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.